For today's Thankfulness Challenge, I am thankful for this little girl, Virginia. She has been such a blessing to me in the last year, and she's taught me so many things about how resilient you can be, and no matter how hard your life is, that you can make the best of it. For my new subscribers, I'll tell you the story of Virginia. About a year ago, it was in November, more closer to Thanksgiving time, I went out to the barn to get some calcium, some oyster shell for my chickens. And I caught something out of the corner of my eye. Something was flopping on the ground. And I looked over, and this little girl was laying on the ground, her wings all sprawled out, and she was flopping around. And I got some gloves, and I carefully picked her up, and I took her to the house, to my dad's house, and said, because this was my dad's chicken, one of my dad's chickens, and I told him what I had found, and he said, "Yeah, I know. I found her this morning. She had roosted up high up in the barn, and somehow, I have no idea how it happened. She either fell off her perch when she was sleeping, or something happened, and she got her foot tangled, and she was hanging upside down in the barn when my dad went out to do chores that morning. And he got her down, got her loose, and just set her down on the barn floor, thinking that she was pretty much a goner. Well, I am too tender-hearted. I couldn't leave her there. And so I brought her home, brought her back over to my house, and I put her in a dog crate. And I didn't know what was wrong with her. I didn't know if she had broken her leg, if she had dislocated her leg, or what had happened, and I didn't know how to help her. So I basically did first aid, which you do with all animals, sick birds in particular. You put them in a quiet, dark place, and you put heat on them, because for birds, if they are trying to get over being sick or getting over an injury, all of their body energy goes into that, and they can lose their body temperature. And so I gave her some water with some baby aspirin in it, diluted of course. I gave her some food and put her in a quiet place. And slowly over time, she got better, and her leg was not broken and it was not dislocated. But as you can see how she walks, her leg did sustain nerve damage, and so her foot does not open out like it's supposed to. It is all curled up. And also one of her wings was injured, and it is much smaller than the other wing. And so she is now my pet. She's very friendly. I love her to death. And I named her Virginia after my mother. My mother's middle name is Virginia. And at the time, my mother was battling cancer, and my mom put up such a good fight to live and to survive her cancer, and Virginia is a fighter too. And so I named her Virginia. And I just love her, and she's going to have a home with me for the rest of her life. And she brings me great joy every day.